All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cats Meow. There we are. Okay, cool. All right, OBS was giving us some funkiness, so we do apologize for that little weirdness during the break there, but it seems like we got it fixed. So yes, so when we left off, we had just killed 5 tomb dwarfs. Well, he wasn't a very good friend. We didn't actually know him, but we killed the tomb guardian that looked like it was the remains of Seward. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cats. Oh God, I hear myself. I forgot to mute my Twitch. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, all right, we're good. Okay, we had just killed Seward and 5 tomb dwarfs, and upon finishing there, we saw this little hand that could have been watching us the whole time. We don't really know how long it's been there. And it scuttles away as soon as we know it. And it heads down towards the east hallway. But before we did that, we had searched Seward. Right. Alright. On him, you don't really find much of anything. You get some scraps of metal, but everything's kind of just put together piece by piece. So there's not a whole lot of things that can actually be taken. He wasn't using weapons, so he was just slam attacking, and so he kind of empty, unfortunately. Did y'all say y'all were searching the room or just him as well?
Well, I started with just him. I mean, yeah. I guess after that, I'll look around a little bit. Maybe other people will want to look around too.
Okay. Where exactly are you guys, like, looking around?
I'm thinking about going over here to this thing.
Okay. Around the forge, you find a ghost lantern.
That sounds cool. I don't know what that is for song.
Well, now there's a ghost lantern sitting there. What would we like to do with it?
I'll pick it up. I mean, I don't know what it looks like, but I imagine it looks cool.
If you touch it, you can see the spirit of a female moon elf warlock.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh.
I am the Starfallen.
I don't know what that means.
To
be honest.
I used to travel with a man named Seward in his company of the Yellow Banner. Seward carried me around in this lantern and began trying to find a way for me to be able to return to life. They were going after this thing called the Eye of Zoltek. They thought that it had enough power to bring me back. And they said that it was possibly somewhere in this tomb, which is why they were here.
There are a lot of dwarfs.
Unfortunately, I don't remember a whole lot about anything outside of the man who carried me with him this whole time. I knew he had friends. I knew one of them was a dwarf. I knew one of them turned into a goat.
Into a goat?
Yes. We lost him. We lost him in an odd hallway.
Ah. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but your friend had, well, when was the last time you saw your friend?
It's been a while.
I am sad to inform you that he is dead.
Hmm.
but
Well,
why is it that you seek so much to return to life?
well, I've been dead for about 1,000 years. I was slain by a Fomorian, and my soul was my soul was released, and I ended up finding this lantern, and I decided to inhabit it because I feel like there are things that I have left unfinished.
I see. I mean, there are certainly fates worse than death, and you would seek to come back after 1,000 years? What is there that could still be done that is left unfinished? Surely most people you know, or any grudges, could be somewhat settled by now, by time itself.
I'm afraid my motives must yet remain unexplained. But I must assure you that I mean you nor any of your party any harm. And if you were to help me, I could most certainly help you.
Tempting offer, for sure. And you said something about an eye.
Yes. They said something about the fabled Eye of Zoltek. They came in here specifically to actually try to find that eye. The death curse that they began speaking about was simply a side effect of their adventures. They said that the eye was somewhere in this tomb, and that it was the most likely option to try to bring me back out of this lantern. Unfortunately, I can't do much outside of simply communicate. But I do know Common, I know Elvish, and I can speak Sylvan, if it comes of any help to any of you.
That would be appreciated.
If you are willing to help me, I will be willing to help you.
I speak all those
I'll bring it up to the others that I'm keeping company with. Can you see the others, or only me right now?
Yeah, I think
I would say because you had to touch it in order to see it, I would assume that it can only communicate with you right now.
Alright, well, I shall bring you up to the others. I mean, am I speaking in my mind right now or out loud?
It can talk to you through. It's speaking, but like only you're able to hear it. So it's not telepathy. It's speaking common, but because of the way y'all have to be, you even have to see it. They would have to touch it in order to hear what it's saying.
Oh, okay. So to everyone else, I just look crazy.
Kinda. You're kinda just holding a lantern and talking to it.
Well, I suppose we could make a deal. I mean, we could certainly use some help to reverse this death curse. And,
deals with inanimate objects, Casimir?
Oh, alright, yes. There is an elf soul, I should say, in this lantern here. And she needs some eye of Zlotek, something like that, to come back to life. And she may be able to help us. She can read certain languages, like Sylvan, Elvish, Common. Well, we don't really need the Common so much, but maybe it'll be of help at some point. Can you fight, perhaps, Magic Lantern?
Unfortunately, while I am trapped inside of this lantern, I cannot do anything to the physical world. But very luckily, as long as my lantern stays intact, I cannot be harmed either.
What
No
if you
magic
were to
that
have-
regenerates death has worked since the death curse started. How could this possibly be so?
I don't know. What? Can you tell me a little more about this item, this eye of?
They're the ones who knew about it, not I.
And they are all dead.
And they are. As far as I'm aware, the party is gone. But once again, most of my contact was with I've already forgotten his name.
That one guy.
The guy we just fought. Seward. Most of my travels and communications were with Seward, so I was restricted to the information that he was willing to give me, or that he was touching me while he was conversating.
Aha. Well, in that case, maybe I'll look around for some notes on this Eye of Soltec. And if I find something, great. If not, well, I'll take you with us. I mean, I can confirm there is no Eye of Soltec above us. And, well, we have much to go below. If we see such a thing, perhaps we can figure it out. We have
Okay.
some magically inclined people here. I'll take you along with me. How does that sound?
I would greatly appreciate your help, kind stranger.
No worries. You can call me Casimir.
I shall. You may call me the Starfallen.
The Starfallen. Very well. The Starfallen, let us begin our travels together.
Fantastic. Alright, so you pocket this, well, I mean, you probably don't pocket it, it'd be a bit bulgy, but, you know, you kind of like hook it onto like a belt loop or something. Yeah, something like that. I would also say because you have it consistently attached to you, it'll count as touch, so you can communicate with the Starfallen anytime you wish as long as it's on your person.
Okay, that's cool. I guess I'll start looking for any papers or anything that refer to as Soltec or Eye of Soltec.
Well,
Can I get you to spell Zoltec?
Z-A-L? Sorry, I'll let you grab your stuff first.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it right so far.
Okay, Z-A-L-T-E-C.
Yeah, I had it right.
Cool.
I didn't even have to pick it up.
It's like
I thought it was-
it's like
I thought it was
Zyrtec, only
really
without the
cool
nasal
to pick
spray.
it up.
But yeah, Z-A-L-T-E-C, Zoltec. All right. The rest of the stuff in this room is just bits and bobs, little pieces of metal, little trap pieces, pretty much the stuff you saw the tomb dwarves working on. Nothing of interest.
Okay. In that case, you guys, I'm going to take a look up these stairs. I mean, we should know where they lead, but I just want to take a peek.
Okay, give me just a second.
We're on floor 2. Or we were on floor 2, right?
You were. Alright, so what you are going to see... I don't know if I did enough cleanup here. I didn't. Give me 1 second while this loads in for me. Alright, so you... If you will ignore the other tokens that are on the screen... Casimir, I'm going to move your token to where you are at the top of these stairs.
Right.
So that's where you are right now.
Okay. And I recognize this spot. Been here before. Going right back down.
Okay.
It's just a quicker way up, guys. Never mind. We don't need to worry about that. Nothing interesting there. By the way, I am talking to a ghost lady called the Fallen. The Starfallen?
The Starfallen.
Yes. And the Starfallen would like us to maybe revive her, bring her back to life. We'll see if we can find this thing called a Zeltec. And if we find that, well, I think she might be helpful to us. If you want to speak with her yourself, feel free to touch the land. I think she'll talk to you too. Very well. Well, I think this room is well cleared. Shall we perhaps move on? Follow that weird hand thing that came out.
I will tell you as well. This Starfallen didn't quite tell you everything.
Of course not.
It can't do damage to things.
I did say something along those lines.
But if you help it, it will help you. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm clear with that because, you know, maybe if it does do something, you don't want to be sitting there like, didn't it just say it can't do anything? Because, you know, that would mean that I didn't explain it correctly, which I didn't fully. I should have been a little bit more clear about it. But with that said, how would we like to proceed? Looks like Casimir is going to start walking down.
So polymorph lasts an hour.
Okay.
I mean, if anything, maybe we could try to lure them back in here. And this way we have one safe. I don't know.
It's worth a shot. I mean,
If not, I mean, we could have the mages come in here, and if there's like a bunch of those crawling hands, you have one of them throw a fireball down there and clean them out.
that is true. You know, I will scout it first. I will try to be extra sneaky for this, and if I can, I will lead them to you. How does that sound?
Well, I'm not able to say any of this actually
That
because
is true.
like I picture like the Tyrannosaurus drawing on a whiteboard.
By the way, Will, what was that item I got that from the bird thing that tried to possess me?
Ooh.
Something
It
of health.
Oh, the necklace?
it is an amulet of health.
Uh-huh.
Your con score is 19 while you wear this amulet.
You have to attune to it though, right?
Requires attunement, yes.
Yeah. I think most of the items we found require attunement.
Yeah. If your
So,
con is
You need to
19,
take a long rest.
yeah, if your con is already 19 or higher, it wouldn't do anything anyways. But yeah, you need to attune to it. That would require, a long rest.
Can I give this to someone else since I'm not
Requires a
possessed?
short rest actually.
Oh, does it? Okay.
1 hour to attune.
Gotcha.
If I'm not possessed, can I give this to people, or is it kind of like?
You can give it to somebody.
You can, but you have the lowest constitution of the group.
As an off tank, yeah, maybe it would be good to.
However, I will say, however, you're not quite necessarily in a place yet where that's an option.
Right, of course. I need to rest at some point, and that's maybe far away. All right, well, I'm gonna walk over to this room, which had the scratching and the weird sounds and things.
Okay.
Try also stealthily open this door up.
How open?
Yeah, like we'll do the same as last time, like an inch, and then likely 2 inches if it's safe-ish.
Up till this point, there's nothing to see.
Yeah, I'll go inch by inch until there's something to see.
All right. So, as you begin to open this door, candles dimly illuminate a cluttered office. A skeletal songbird rasps at you from a filthy cage in one corner. Other furnishings include a wooden writing desk and a tall-backed chair. Anatomical drawings sketched in charcoal hang on the wall behind the desk. And sitting in the chair is the shriveled corpse of a humanoid, wearing moldy robes and a bronze mask sculpted to look like a frowning visage. Around the figure's neck hangs a black skull-shaped amulet, and a number of severed hands crawl on the desk and floor around him.
And just like not enter the room. Keep an eye on him.
Where are you, Mirren?
I'm right behind Casimir. I've been following
Oh,
him.
I don't see your token.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, there you are. Okay. You're under Casimir. Okay.
You just alt-click and drag it so it moves like a little bit off-center.
So there's a dead guy and 7 hands.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Okay. He speaks to you without turning from his chair. He is not facing you. He is faced away. As upon noticing the door opens, of course the claws stand at attention, almost like a cat that is just ready to go if need be. And Withers kind of go. He motions his hand to calm them down a little bit, and he begins speaking to you very, very plain tone of voice. Do either of you understand Old Omuan?
Nope.
You don't understand what he's saying to you.
Do I recognize it as Old Moon after this adventure? Have I
I would
heard this kind
recognize
of...
the tone of
Have
the-
you heard? Have we heard Old Omuan?
I
I've
think Dr.
definitely
Cox has
spoken
read it
about
aloud to us.
Orvex would have probably been able to speak it as well. I feel like it would have been you wouldn't notice this as Old Omuan.
I'm gonna go with
Looks like Casimir's already ahead of you.
Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to say to us.
Upon
Yeah, we should
upon you
definitely
guys
ask-
both walking away, one of the crawling claws is going to follow you from a distance.
There's a man. Well, I say man, but more like skeletal shell of what was once a man.
Upon this crawling
Speaking a
claw,
language.
this other one's going to follow that one.
I don't know what it is trying to say, but it is surrounded by these kind of hand creatures.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pat the Tyrannosaurus on the nose and say, okay, time to be human again, Doctor. Can you understand me?
I don't know what language it was. I will be honest, I heard... I don't know. It doesn't sound like something I've really used before. But, yes. Perhaps you could take a shot at it? What languages do you speak?
I mean, what did it sound like?
Sounded like a woman.
Okay.
Can I take like a scrap of meat out of my pack and try to dangle it in front of the little hands to see if they want?
The hands don't have mouths as they are hands, so they don't seem to have any interest. But upon
No.
seeing you guys begin to approach them again, they all scurry back towards that hallway.
I put the meat back in my pack and I have a defeated look on my face because I wanted to be friends.
Would you like me to go before you? Just in case
Yes.
something go down.
So, yeah, I think you and Lombard need to go in there with me. But
I'll take up the rear.
yeah, I assume you had told me like dimensions of the room and all that. So, Lombard,
Hello.
come stand on the other side.
Sure thing, Doctor.
All right. I'm going to listen intently.
Hello, Dr. Cox.
You know my name.
I know many things.
That makes you someone very powerful.
I've been watching you. My
Really?
name's Withers. I work for the boss.
Withers.
And
your boss is?
that would be the great Asarak.
The one who's been leaving clues for us?
Maybe him, maybe me, maybe a little bit of both of us.
I see, so it's a coordinated effort.
So far you have eluded most of my traps, and the ones you haven't eluded you've been able to break. I am impressed and equally frustrated, but you intrigue me greatly, Doctor.
That's very flattering.
How do you know my language? It has been a very long time since I was a man.
You mean you know all these things about me and you don't know that?
Hmm.
Interesting.
I've only been
I'm
able
an
to see what you've done in this tomb, Doctor.
I'm a professional archaeologist.
Fantastic.
I
A scientist
teach
like
archaeology.
myself.
Oh, you're a scientist.
I'm an engineer. I bastardize the word a bit.
Oh, right. Because all these traps and everything are your doing.
Yeah, well, I do tell my dwarves to do most of the dirty work. I'm very much into my research and paperwork.
Oh. And then nudge Lombard.
Yes, Doctor.
You have nothing to say?
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't.
hey,
I can only read Omu, and I don't know what this
My
man's saying.
apologies. I went crazy there for a second.
That's okay,
Our friend
Doctor.
Withers here is also a big fan of paperwork.
Oh, fantastic! I do notice that we are in a area that's full of files.
Yes, indeed. Are you familiar with my friend Lombard's predilection for the very same?
I have heard what Lombard can do. I've already forgotten what voice I gave him. He's supposed to kind of be like Smithers, because Smithers.
Right.
But I don't do a good Smithers. Okay, I don't do a very good Smithers. Okay, my name is Withers. I have heard that Lombard is of the Goldstein bloodline. While I did not know of the Goldstein bloodline, it seems that they have quite a knack for the same thing that I do.
So there appears a mutual amount of respect.
I am very interested in you.
So what is this place exactly? Is this your office?
This is my office. This is my study. I was given a gift by the great Asrak of essentially eternal life. As you see, my name in life was Gora. I was an engineer in Omu who helped Asrak design this very tomb. Asrak loved my work so much that he allowed me to continue life in this form and changed my name to Withers, which I carry with pride for the great Asrak. What he has allowed me to do is I can study everything I want to for eternity. I am almost always safe here, except for the occasional visitor such as yourselves. Of course, normally, they aren't the ones coming into my office. Usually I'm the one who sees them at some point. I see you had to probably have passed my scrying pool. Did you like what you saw when you looked into the water?
I actually didn't have a look.
It seemed a little off.
Mm.
Oh wait, I can't hear what he's saying. God damn it!
I can... Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me check my cantrips. Oh. I'm just gonna ritual cast comprehend languages.
Okay.
If you'll excuse me one moment, I'm going to translate for my friends.
I will allow that. Nothing more.
Gratefully appreciated, thank you. And I will ritual cast comprehend languages.
Fantastic. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Withers. I am but a humble servant to the great Asrak. He allowed me to stick around for eternity, which allowed me to study everything for eternity. So maybe, Doctor, one might even call me one.
Indeed.
His walls are covered in pages. You can see papers that are on natural history. You see stuff on anatomy. He said he uses that pool to see other places in the dungeon.
Ah, that pool.
How does that work exactly?
Ah, my friend, That is a trade secret. It's something I worked very hard on.
But I'm sure the science behind it is fascinating.
Ah, more simple than you might think, but so simple that it's difficult. However, I do have some questions for you. How are things in Chult?
Well, there is a death curse.
There is. There is one of those.
Otherwise, undead roam the jungle. Yenzara is a paradise.
I see. Do they still run the dinosaur races all these years? All these years later?
They do.
And where are you from?
Oh, I'm from the Sword Coast.
You're from the Sword Coast. Very interesting. Alright, he wants to learn about you guys. He's particularly interested in current affairs in Chult and the history of foreign lands.
Oh. Well. Lombard might have a lot to say then.
Well, you see, I've done a lot of paperwork for the people in the lands. Would Withers be able to understand Common? It doesn't say he can.
Well, I just cast Comprehend Languages.
Oh yeah, so he would also fall, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I guess what'll happen is you'll spend a little bit of time just kind of discussing the past. He recounts to you pretty much stuff you guys pretty much already know. Again, his job was an engineer, so he just built stuff. There's not really any extra helpful information that he has.
Nothing about an Eye of Zeltek.
Oh, yeah. You know anything about that? What it's supposed to do?
The Eye of Zaltek. I don't think so. Unfortunately, if it's something that we have here, it's not something that I have in my logs. There's a lot of different treasures that make their way into the Tomb of the Nine Gods, and, that may be one of the things, but if it is, I do not know about it. But,
I have a question for you.
of course, anything, Doctor.
So if you're responsible for a lot of the trap artistry, shall we say, in the Tomb of the Nine Gods, how can we be certain that you're not going to unleash some sort of trap on us after we leave your office?
Well, because I'm going to kill you now, Doctor.
Why would you do that?
Well, at that point, everybody gets to start, everybody should, roll initiative. One second here. Okay.
Well, looks like Dr. Cox is first.
Do we have any next things? Oh, Lombard needs to roll, sorry. Okay. Nobody matches this time. Fantastic. All right. So, Doctor, what would you like to do here?
Okay. I am going to cast Fairy Fire on all of those undead thingies.
Okay.
So they each have to make a DC 17 dexterity save, or they get Fairy Fired. And I'm going to run. I should make it to about here. And at this point, are the secret doors in between us and the staircase?
If
Are those open?
If you left them open, they are open.
Okay. Then
So
I'm gonna
one
call
fail.
down there, mage back up.
Heard. That's 2 fails. So give me 1
Success.
second here. Let me just make sure that I mark the ones that fail and the ones that pass. Fucking alt clicking. Jesus Christ. Okay. Bing bong. Okay, that one failed. That one passed. This one failed.
17, son.
That one passed.
Yeah.
That one failed. And one more. That one passed barely. Okay. So the ones with the red dots next to them are the ones that have succumbed to the fairy fire. Is Withers also in that, or is it just
Of
them?
course.
Okay, Withers needs to be one of them too.
20-foot
cube.
cube.
Oh, right, gotcha.
Should be.
He fails.
Yes. That was the important one.
Okay. Which is going to bring us... Give me 1 second here, just want to make sure. Okay. All right. So that is going to leave us to Casimir.
I will take a step forward.
Okay.
Hit him with the old booming blade. 26 to hit.
That hits.
That was 21. Plus 8 thunder. Then I will move over to here. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Does it look like it did damage? That 21 piercing? Did that look like it?
Was it
It
magic? Was it magical?
It was non-magical. The 8 thunder though was for sure.
He looks like he took some damage. Actually, give me 1 second. He does definitely take some
You still have that
damage.
short sword, right?
Give me 1 second.
The coral short sword?
I have that, but I'm using my rapier.
But that's magical.
But that's magical, yeah. But Casimir's doing what, he doesn't know.
He should. He knows it only took some damage, right? You're the one who made the strike.
Oh, right. So if I hit him this
You
time...
would be able to
doesn't
tell
go
if it,
through.
if it really dealt damage or not.
Maybe, I don't know, is this humanoid or is it like a dead skeleton? Because it's got moldy robes. Maybe it just feels like a hit bone.
Can't really tell you that one.
So does my character not really know if it felt like it was a good hit or not?
It feels like it hit, but maybe not as hard as you might have thought.
Like a hard maybe, or like
Like,
I know
like,
something's up.
like as if he was resistant to it.
Okay, so I do know.
Also, you should roll with advantage because he's very fired.
Ah, right.
Oh, that is true.
See if that's a crit real quick.
All right.
It was not.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he took some damage. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Is the claws move now? Some of these are going to go up towards Lombard. Some of the others are going to kind of move over towards Casimir. All right. 3 of these are going to attack Lombard. A miss. A hit. I can't believe one of these things hit me. It's ridiculous. I take 4 damage. Okay. And then the third one misses awfully. Alright, and 4 of them are going to attack Casimir. 14 does not hit.
5 doesn't hit.
5
Yeah,
actually.
14 does not.
Oh, right, because it's got disadvantage. 4.
Nat 1.
Yeah. And then a 9. And then a 15.
All right, all misses.
Okay.
Nice.
With that, that is that for them. Weirin. What would you like to do?
Can't hear you.
Sorry, I was muted. Gonna cast a spell. Okay. I'm gonna cast Frostbite on the wizard guy. I'll do that.
So he needs a con save. He fails, so he takes 4 cold damage. Okay.
Should have done this time instead.
Anything else?
No.
Alrighty. So that is going to move us to Lombat, who's going to... Okay, so I have a plus 11 to hit. These guys have a... Well, never mind. You know what? We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll because we might as well. He's gonna hit the topmost one.
Advantage.
You're right. I guess we'll see if it crits. It doesn't. But 16 bludgeoning damage is way more than enough for bye-bye.
That was the one that was in the initiative order.
Gotcha. I will just keep it showing then. But out of the way. Okay. He's going to use his second swing on the one right below it.
Advantage.
Both of those would hit. Bye-bye. Oops, wrong one.
Maybe we don't need the mages to throw a fireball in there.
Oh, I didn't add them to the thingy. Oopsies. I will, actually, give me a second. I can go ahead and just add them real quick. I'll have them act on the same initiative. It'll be easy. Okay, they're on 16. So no, it's okay. I just had to move it back because I added the wizards. So because Lombard just went, I will allow the red wizards to go ahead and take their turn. Because you called them, all 4 of them will move towards you. They have 30 feet of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3. We're just going to move. The guards are going to get out of the way for them as they are ordered to do so. They will all move their 30 feet. Okay.
They're going to take actions to dash.
You know what? They can do that if you want them to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Big bone. Okay. Which is going to bring us to Withers. Okay. He's going to cast Wall of Fire.
Okay, that's cool.
It says you create a wall of fire on a solid surface, but I specifically remember in my memories past that somebody created a wall of fire that wasn't just on a solid surface, unless it's just saying that like the bottom of it has to be sitting on a floor.
I'm going to cast Counterspell.
Okay. How does that work?
Depends on the level it's cast at.
I'm casting it at 4th level.
It is also casting at 4th.
Yeah, so it automatically dispels it.
Okay. At which point he also... Okay, the skull that he is wearing around his neck. Give me 1 second. Oof, he passes the con save. So, Withers teleports and disappears.
So I guess that means he doesn't take that 13 thunder damage, right?
He does not actually move a step, he just teleports.
Damn.
And you don't know where.
No, not a great sign, but okay.
Damn. Now I know to counterspell the teleport next time.
The teleport was not a spell. The amulet that he was wearing is what did that for him.
Right, but you're still cast the spell from the from the magic item.
So it doesn't act like a teleport spell. It just does the teleport.
Magic item or something.
Oh, he's also undead, so it didn't make... He didn't actually have to roll a con save, but he passed it anyways. Okay, yeah. Yep, okay. Which leads us to Dr. Perry, Dr. Richard Perry Cox. I don't know why I called you Perry all of a sudden this time around.
Don't believe it got away.
He was very interested in being able to live forever so he could continue his research.
Yeah, but now he's gonna live forever to try to fuck with us another day.
Possibly.
Yeah, I can imagine this would be
He's
more
still
just like
attacking
this.
us?
The hands sure are. He didn't tell him to stop.
Yeah. I don't really have a clear line of sight for a crossbow shot. I guess I'm just gonna vicious mockery one of them.
Okay.
Fill his hand with vicious mockery.
Which one? Well, yeah, which one do you want to do?
The one right there.
In front of Casimir? Okay. He needs to make a wisdom save.
Shit.
He fucking passes. Does he take half damage, though?
He takes none.
He takes none. Okay.
That's how cantrips go.
Gotcha. All right.
Anyway, I'm gonna.
I can't believe
fall
the
back
hand
down
passed.
the hallway. False alarm. We got it.
You hear this muffled. You hear like a muffled, distant voice. Fucking stupid shit. We were having tea.
I'm sorry.
God damn it, Doctor! I can't believe this. All
I'm
right.
gonna give you a full report on what just happened.
Feel better in excruciating detail too. All right. Will that complete your turn?
Yes.
All right, Casimir.
There's only one of them left that's like glowing, right?
Seems two of them. The one that. All right, so this one here and this one here.
All right. I'll attack the one that's right in front of me then.
Okay.
To hit.
Both of those hit.
So that's 15 plus.
He did.
He did. All right. Very nice. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. That takes it to the claws. This one is going to try to hit Lombard. It fails. These three are going to try to hit Casimir. And all of those roll with disadvantage still, right? So, 7, nat 1, and an 8.
All right. Awesome. That last one would have hit me were it not for the advantage.
Oh well.
Disadvantage. Oh.
Alright, that is it for the claws. The wizards, because they have been told not to worry about it, are not going to do anything. Weirin, what would you like to do?
Well, they're so tiny, dude.
They are very tiny. They are just hands.
Because they're tiny, you can actually move through them.
Yep.
There's frostbite on the one closest to me.
So this one here? It fails and dies.
Just on the laptop.
Bing bong. Oh, for God's sakes. Let me. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. I'm only panicking.
This is fun.
Okay.
Fine, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. God damn it, kitty. Alright. Will that do it for you, Mirren? Alright. So Lombard's gonna swing the Golden Stein at this little hand here. He definitely hits it. It's dead. He has another attack, so he's gonna move over to here, and he's gonna swing on this bottom one right here. Sorry, I've moved it, but it's fine. He hits it, and it's dead. All right. This would have been Wither's turn, so we move to the doctor.
Can I see that thing from here?
Right.
Right.
I wouldn't say so. It is kind of like tiny, and you got like mirroring in the way and all that stuff.
How about if I move to here?
Yeah, you could probably see it between Casimir's legs. It's just kind of like a hand, kind of sitting on the ground, like, you know.
Cast vicious mockery.
Sure thing. It fails and dies.
Oh wow. Five.
I
doesn't-
tell it, thing is way cooler than you will ever be.
If it had a mouth, it would scream.
Well,
And with that,
What?
treasure trove of information here.
Before you get too comfortable in this room, bear in mind this guy was an engineer, and there might be plenty of traps in this room. So just be a little careful.
Why don't you go have a look around then?
Oh, you would like me to do the honors? Of course. All right. Well, in that
Well,
case,
so far.
so far, yes. I guess I'll just.
Does my
start
passive
looking-
21 investigation turn up anything?
it sure does. Give me just a second. I'm about to give you guys a handout once I make it.
Neat.
Once it uploads. There we go. All right. This is now in your journals. It's called Wither's Journal. And I will go ahead and read it out loud for our audience at home. The Master returns with a marvelous gift, a cast-off creation of the gods, dead and yet not. The all-seeing is blind to its existence, and the mother of illusions looks past it. Sweet irony. The Master hopes to raise the creature to power by glutting it on souls. The Master has brought the Sown Sisters here to nurse it, and to help build the device needed to feed it. As for me, I am only saddened that my studies shall one day come to an end. I owe the Master much for the time he has given me. I can only work harder in the little time that remains for this world.
Wow. Not often you read a fucking doomsday prophecy.
Also, on his desk, there's enough equipment to assemble a scholar's pack.
What?
There is enough equipment on his desk to assemble a scholar's pack.
Got you.
There is also a manual of clay golems that lies open on his desk, next to a spell book containing all the spells he has prepared.
Yoink! I'll take both of those.
Okay?
Wait, so if he left his spell book behind, does that mean he can't cast spells?
That means he can't memorize them from that book and take, when he takes a long rest
So if we had a long rest, he wouldn't be able to cast spells.
to change his spells.
To just change them.
Okay. On the inside back cover of the spell book is what appears to be a name. Komara Blackfire. I will spell that out for you as soon as you tell me you are ready.
I'm ready.
The first word is Komara. Khomara.
I was off by one letter.
And then Blackfire
Fire, like
is
two word.
yeah, but it's one word as if it's a name.
Roger. Got it.
All right. And because we're searching the room, I'm going to say, the desk drawer contains a translucent fist-sized gray stone that radiates an aura. Never mind. No, it doesn't. Well, you might not know that yet. But it emanates some kind of aura. You can definitely tell it's a magical stone. But what kind of magic it is, you might not know. And then that songbird in the corner. It's tame. It's a little cantankerous.
Can I have it?
You notice that its wings are clipped, but it can't do anything to you. I mean, you can take it if you want to. You could probably sell it for about 75 gold.
I'm not selling it. I'm keeping it. It's a skeletal bird.
Okay, well, it's worth 75 gold.
I would like to travel with it on my shoulder. Does it need a healing spell?
I don't think it took any damage.
But it looked a little rough.
I mean, it's literally a bird skeleton.
Right, and if you try to heal a skeleton, that kills it, doesn't it?
No.
Healing
That's
is
the
like
fair
reversed.
point.
Otherwise, you would cast healing spells on undead to kill them.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a skeleton because it's unhealthy. It's just a
Skeleton, 'cause
it's
dead.
yeah, it's undead. It's an undead songbird, but it's like undead.
Okay. Well, it's my new favorite thing in the world.
Okay,
I've been
well,
waiting
if
for
you wanted, it's yours. It doesn't really do anything special. It's just worth 75 gold if you ended up selling it.
Did you say it
Best
was a
friend.
manual of flesh golems?
There is a manual of clay golems.
Clay golems, okay.
It is a tome that contains information and incantations necessary to make a particular type of golem, in this case, clay ones.
Flesh golems sounds super messed up.
In order to use it, you must be a spellcaster with at least 2 5th-level spell slots.
Can't figure out this book. Yeah, perhaps it's more useful in your hands.
Did you attempt to read it just then, Casimir?
I did attempt to read it.
Oops. Give me a second.
Oops.
You take 24 psychic damage.
Oh,
You fool.
Jesus.
Give that here.
that hurt my brain a lot.
All right. But Doctor, I'm assuming you're able to read it.
I can read it.
Okay.
I only have 1 5th level spell slot, so I can't use it yet, but it takes 60 days to make it
Ah,
anyway,
to
so.
decipher and use the manual, you have to have those things.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to use it now anyway. It takes 60 days.
It's actually 30 days.
Well, even then, whatever. I
But-
don't have that kind of time right now.
Because you don't meet the requirements, I think I have to give you that damage.
I didn't do anything with it. I haven't done anything. I just picked it up.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll allow it this time. Mostly because,
just
yeah.
put it in my pack.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. Because you're eventually going to be able to, so I'd say that you're like technical through technicality, you're worthy of it. Okay. Fair enough.
If we manage to survive Tomb of Annihilation, and then we all play our characters in some kind of continuation, Tomb of Horrors, one of those kind of thing, Dr. Cox is gonna have a fucking clay golem.
Did you just say that we're gonna play Tomb of Horrors after this?
Well, I mean,
Well,
Did you just leak that information?
I mean,
Okay.
Saltmarsh is taking this slot afterwards, but yeah.
But maybe at some point in the future, we can have like a reunion game.
I mean,
finish
I'm
things
in.
with
I mean,
Azarac.
I do like Lombard. But okay. I think that's it. Okay. Well, I will also tell you that the journals that you find as you kind of go through it, they track the history of Omu, the Tomb of the Nine Gods. It details the arrival of Azarac, the construction of this thing called the Soulmonger. That is also where you found the journal entry that was given to you.
That is some important information.
So yes, this the thing that he is talking about would be akin to the Soulmonger. Okay. All right. Well, what now?
Well, there's nowhere left to go but down, but we have 2 stairwells that go down.
43 health I need to heal. Can we do a short rest? Is that too soon? No.
A short
We
rest
don't
can give
need
us a
one
chance
yet.
to attune to all of our magic items.
I also have bracers for the doctor.
I don't think I can attune to it.
Wait, didn't somebody need them? Somebody said they wanted the bracers.
Yeah,
Was it
but-
Casner?
No, it was me, but you can only attune to 3 magic items.
Oh, okay, so you're choosing other items. That's fine. Just thought I'd offer. You guys want to do a short rest? Can we do that?
So,
Dungeon Master?
Withers definitely knows that those hands didn't stand a chance. Withers is not dead. You don't know where Withers is,
You can tell
And
back
a sh-
up there if he wants.
and a short rest
Okay, fair.
is hours long.
No, it is 1 hour long.
1 hour is still a lot of hour.
Truth.
Right.
Alright, yeah, I don't. That makes sense. We
It
would
won't
leave
take an hour for whatever he wants to do to happen.
Suppose we could
You-
blockade the door with shelves, but then
I mean, there's only one way in. We have mages and thugs and shit as lookouts.
that's
We
true.
can
If
just
anything
go
would
search
come up.
downstairs.
Yeah, we need to clear this. If we're gonna try and rest in here, we definitely need to try and clear this stairwell. Otherwise, we could go upstairs, you know, to where we know it's safe and try and rest there. It'd take us, what, 10 minutes to walk out of the dungeon?
Walk out of the dungeon?
Jake?
I mean, why wouldn't we?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Is that tomb?
you can.
I don't know. I don't think we need it yet. You know what I mean? Well, Casimir's health is low, so is mine. I've got a dapper feeling.
The big thing is the attunement to your items.
That is the big thing. We can walk out of the tomb and go take that breaky break. I'm down.
Okay. If everybody is in agreement, I will save us the movement. And you are free to move your tokens to the entrance area from where we came. The gargoyles you saw sitting on top of the mountain are still there, just watching.
Jeez, Casimir, you got beat up.
Yes, that book was not kind to me. Not at all. It hurt my brain.
Well, if you don't get all your hit points back from hit dice, I got a bunch of healing. Also, I was wondering if maybe we could trade some magic items around a little bit.
Okay. How would we like to do that?
Well, Murin is muted.
Murin is here.
Okay. Hey, Destiny, you want to trade that staff of the adder for this staff of striking? Or I'll take the healing one, up to you.
Snake staff.
The healing one gives you the option of casting, what do you call it? Mass Cure Wounds, and I have Mass Cure Wounds already.
Okay, yeah, I'll swap you the staff of the python for the staff of striking. So,
I got 42 dice. That was on.
Wait, can I trade him the staff of the python?
Is that associated with one of the 9 gods?
I think so.
Did you get
Isn't it?
possessed?
Did I get
Okay,
possessed?
so give me just a second here. What did you pass? And who got it?
Staff of the python?
The staff of the
And I give it
python?
to Dr. Cox.
Okay. As Dr. Cox touches it. Well, no. Because you have Moa inside of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can't have it. You can't let go of that staff.
Okay. Not gonna happen. Sorry, Dr. Cox.
Oh wow. You want the staff striking anyway?
Yeah, do you want the staff of healing?
I guess. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, so who has what now?
Dr. Cox tried to give me the staff of striking, and I gave him the staff.
Okay, and then Doctor has the staff of healing, you said? Sorry, I have to make sure I keep track of this stuff. What do you have, Doctor, now?
I have the staff of healing.
Healing. Okay. Casimir hasn't traded anything with anybody, correct?
Do I know how many hit
Okay.
dice we're on?
And
Spend them one at a time. Also, I have Song of Rest.
okay.
Just let me finish my character.
Yeah, I already
So
rolled
I
my
also-
hit dice,
I
but
have
I'm
a-
full.
I
How do you
have this.
decide how many to roll?
In
You can
roll
spend them
20,
one
when
at a
you
time.
click on short rest, you can click on roll hit die.
I'm asking what determines how many you roll.
You can spend as many or as few as you want.
But why?
To heal yourself.
But what is use up?
So
If
you
it's
have
spending.
so when you click on short rest, you have an amount of slots that are available for when you under your roll hit die, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you can roll that many slots, and as many as you want to up to that point. So if you have 4 slots, you can roll it 4 times right now until you're full.
Also, I have this.
Like I have 5, so I could roll it
But
5
then
times if I
they're used
needed
up
to.
for later.
I don't.
You-
I guess
you-
so.
They get reset when you take a long rest.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
I've got 7 rogue hit dice and 2 warlock ones.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, so does this give us extra temp HP?
That gives you hit points. Also, make sure you add your Constitution modifier to each of the rolls.
Okay, my hit points are full.
And then you can attune any magic items you got.
Cool. So, Mirren, are you going to be attuning to the Staff of Striking?
I attuned the Amulet of Health. by the
Okay.
way.
Destiny? I cannot hear you if you're talking. Hello?
Who?
Mirren, are you attuning to the Staff of Striking?
Yes, I'm sorry. I thought you heard me.
Oh, no, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Okay. Gotcha. All right.
I also have a Helm of Telepathy that I'm not going to be using.
I don't know who could use that best.
You can give it to me if you like. I have
I
a
mean,
slot.
It requires, a what do you call it, attunement. And then,
I have.
like, if
I
we're
have
interrogating somebody, you can just tell me if they're lying.
That is true.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna remove the Helm of Telepathy. How do you not have three slots already, Casimir? You have like a million magic
I have
It
2
has the
plus
gloves in there.
the Mace of Terror, but I don't have to attune to it because that's one of those things.
And the gloves don't require attunement, right?
No, they don't.
But you have the cloak, right? That requires attunement.
Yep, the cloak, the amulet, and yeah, that's it.
Where did you get the Helm of Telepathy?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. And it doesn't say anything in the chapter 5 about it. So it must not have happened in chapter 5. Did it happen in chapter 4?
No, it
No,
was.
in like
He's
chapter
had it
3
for
or
a
something.
while.
Oh, okay.
Time.
Cool. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because most of these items have, you know, details about them. So I just need to make sure that I'm doing this right. Okay. We're good.
Yeah, that was in chapter 3.
Oh, okay.
So
Perfect.
13 or something.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Look it up.
All the way back in the distant lands of December. Oh my god. Okay. Fantastic.
Oh, cool. Like we've got
The
suggestions for this.
amphitheater.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
King
Yep.
Feathers treasure room.
I remember that now. In all those little corridors where the little tiny dinosaurs were.
It's in the same place where there's an Omu and Death mask made of painted gold worth 250 gold, and
Right.
an electrum platter inscribed with images of Chultan feasting ritual.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. All right. Anything else? Okay. With that, we finish our long rest.
Thought we're taking a short rest.
Short rest. We are completing a rest that has been restful and rest. Okay, once we complete this rest, how would we like to proceed?
We go back in the tomb.
Are we going back down to like level 2 or
Yeah, I'd say so.
okay?
Yeah, back to where we were. We need to investigate the stairwells.
Okay. So I'm going to move us kind of to where we would have come in from. We'll be over here on the balcony once more. In fact, you guys can kind of move yourselves as you see fit. Keshma's gonna be on the stairs. She's a bit big, so she's kind of like perching.
So, do we want to investigate these stairs?
These stairs are pretty well covered, right? Could check the other ones first, since you know, anything tries to come up these ones, well,
Yeah, they're gonna get destroyed. They're gonna get mage bombed.
exactly.
Yeah, let's check out this stairwell.
Okay.
Does it seem like there are any traps around these stairs?
No. No.
Perfect. Down I go.
Okay. Feel free to place yourself on those stairs, Casimir.
Okay.
And then anybody who might have followed him, you can do so as well if you wish.
I'm gonna stay where I am for the moment, I think.
start trying to sneak around.
Okay. These stairs continue downward, and then there is, of course, as you can see, there is a door here.
Alright. Sneak up to that door. And yeah, I guess push lightly. See if I can open it up. Very
1 second.
quietly.
Okay. Are you going to fully open the door?
I'll go inch by inch until there's something interesting there.
It's kind of not up to me what's interesting to you and not. So I kind of just...
Okay,
until something interesting happens is not a good answer.
something that's not roof, wall, or floor is visible. Okay, so I see something that's not roof, wall, or floor.
This room is dark and dusty. Give me just a second. I'm trying to figure out what exactly that is.
Yeah, you and me both.
Right. Yeah, I know. Oh. But it's like... The only thing I can tell you is that opening that you can see is like a crawlway. It's like a crawl space. You can squeeze in. A medium creature could squeeze into it, but single file, 1 by 1 kind of situation.
Gotcha. Alright, in that case, I'll push the door further open again until the next interesting thing, which is a wall, floor, door.
A window looks out. Into a hallway through a rectangular hole into this floor here. So there's a window here that looks out into this hallway here. There's a hole. This rectangle is a hole in the ground that looks down into this area here.
Okay, it looks down into that. Gotcha. At this point, I imagine the door's open enough that I can slip through. And being as sneaky as I am, I'm gonna try to peer around.
Okay.
This way.
To the west side of the room.
Oh.
Give me 1 second. All right. A hulking figure wearing a bucket helmet stands to the west with one hand on an iron lever set into the wall. The south wall, it's sloped. Again, it has this large rectangular window, 5 feet wide, 7 feet high. It looks into a hallway through a rectangular hole in that hallway floor and further down into a well-lit room shaped like a cylinder, tipped on its side.
Does this figure notice me?
If it does, it doesn't seem to care. Its hand stays on the lever, and its eyes stay looking at the window.
And so it doesn't seem like there's any kind of trapped thing here around me.
Well, I mean, no, not around you immediately, no. But its hand is on a lever, and it's looking into this room. that you
Alright.
happen to be able to see into as well. That looks like a cylinder that's on its side.
So this creature has his hand on that, has a bucket helmet, but no weapon or discernible one that I can see.
Nope, no weapons.
No weapons. That's something. Does it have armor on or just the helmet?
It is wearing plate armor.
Plate armor, but no weapon. That's peculiar.
It looks a lot like something that we have already killed once before.
Oh.
That looked like a previous adventurer. Looks like
right
another
upstairs.
like another tomb guardian that looked like it might have been constructed.
Ah. At that point, I will retreat and point at Murren and be like, "We're going back upstairs."
Also, because people are standing on the stairway, I'm going to go ahead and reveal where the main stairwell area is. Okay.
We can see that from the stairs, right? That there's like
Yeah,
stuff there.
you would be able to see down the stairs here.
There is another plaque that has a series of warnings on it.
Okay, and so Casimir and Weirin go back up those spiral stairs, you said?
Yeah, I'll just go to the others and be like, "You don't like that thing that you just killed, the armored one, the one the dwarves were working on. There seems to be one of those downstairs, holding a letter, ready to pull it. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe it was waiting for us, but he didn't manage to see me, or if it did, it didn't care. But it's fully armored. Maybe it would be nice to have some backup to kill such a thing. I mean, we could try to talk to it, but plan B, you know?
I don't know if going over there to try and fight it is even a great idea. Maybe,
I mean, it is sitting there holding a letter, you know, ready
Yeah.
to pull it.
and so if you attack it, it might pull it and something might happen to you.
And if we leave it there and we go into a room that it is observing, it might pull it and kill all of us. So, you know,
I suppose it's also true, isn't it? My question is this. You said the stairwell kept going downward?
It does.
yes.
So
it
that's
is.
still an open back door for us. Do you want to take a peek down there and see maybe if it ends on the next floor with another one of these doors?
Sure. Alright, back to sneaking with me. I'll be right back.
Give me a second, let me just make sure that I have Fog of War turned on properly.
Should I roll another sneak?
Nah, you're good.
Cool.
Alright. Further down the stairs. Reveal areas, there we go. Bing bong, ding dong, schling schlong, ding dong, ka ding dong, ka bing bong, ka fring frong. Okay, go ahead and place your character down at the top of those stairs there.
Right.
Find yourself still in the staircase. There is a small hallway here.
With a dead end?
Maybe?
Maybe. No discernible doors at the very least.
Not discernible doors.
Okay. So at this point I can see that it does in fact keep going down. So this would be like floor level 4 if it goes.
Possibly.
Yeah. Possibly. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just go make sure of that first
Okay.
and see if it does.
Second, I'm just trying to. There we go. It takes a second to
Yeah, no worries.
load it on up. Give me just a. moment. I unfortunately showed too much. I have to quickly hide a couple of things. I apologize for the wait. Okay, we are good. Alright, I'll go ahead and move the thing over. And you are welcome to place your token down on the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, so I found it. Would this be level 5?
Possibly.
So this might possibly be level 5. And at which point I will look over, see the hallway, and then go all the way back up to report.
Give me just 1 second, because you see the hallway.
Hopefully the hallway doesn't see me.
No. But you do. You see gunk in the. So parts of that floor are covered in this viscid gray slime. It's possibly something to keep in mind there.
Right.
Okay. So you said you're going to head back upstairs?
Yep. Time to get a report.
All right. So we get back upstairs.
Okay, so this stairway goes like down far, maybe to like the 5th level, perhaps. And right at the bottom there was some kind of like grayish slime. Just thought, I'd like to mention that, but yeah. So we want to go down really quickly. We have a method, but unless we seal it up from here, it's likely going to be.
So here's the question. Do we think maybe Withers, our friend, has another office down there somewhere? Maybe somewhere close to this staircase?
Well, it would kind of make sense. I mean, if he wasn't just teleporting around, if he wanted to work, it would be convenient to be near the stairs. Well, you want me to go investigate?
No. No, you've already done quite enough exploration for the moment. Don't overextend yourself and put yourself into harm's way.
Sure thing.
So, I'm not really a fan of trying to leave an open avenue to attack us from the rear, but I don't know what else to do except maybe station a couple of guards here at the top of this stairwell.
I mean, there's furniture, there's desks, and
I suppose that's true. And try to build a barricade. I mean, if we can build it, they can break it.
Sure.
Think it's better maybe to have some eyes there instead.
Or perhaps both. One to buy time, one to let the guys come and tell us.
Well, if we explore the floor below, eventually we'll come to see what's up on the other side of that crawl space, right?
I do still think that we should take care of that person who's ready to flick the switch, so to speak.
What does everybody think?
Lombard will follow what the party decides.
How about you,
are
Murder?
muted. You are muted.
I knew that. I was just testing you. I don't know what we should do because we have like such a short amount of time left in the game. And if we start exploring a new area.
I personally would not feel
Well, obviously we're not going to try and take a new combat on right now.
Well, sounds like whatever's going to happen is going to end in a cliffhanger no matter what.
This staircase seems like a like a sideway down into the lower levels versus the main staircase in the center?
What makes sense, seeing is that this is right next to the door of Withers' office. If he's essentially the site administrator that he claims to be, it would make a lot of sense that he could get most places from wherever the staircase leads.
This
Yeah, I
is the
think it's
service
probably
access.
Better way to access the tomb in general.
It does also teleport. I mean, evidently, as we saw today. But perhaps you're right. Maybe this is the way to see what is behind the scenes of the dungeon. How they move, how they set off the traps and so on. Perhaps this is the most prudent way to explore first. Just in case there are things like our man down there who is ready to flip the switch. Perhaps it's good to see these things beforehand.
Lombot will do what you guys want to do.
I'm down for whatever.
Well,
I feel so sure that if we go in there, anybody who's standing on that floor when he pulls that lever is gonna get like dropped down to the floor below or something.
if you would like, you could stay on the stairs, and I will take that risk.
I mean, I was gonna stay on the stairs anyway.
Ah. Fair enough. I cannot blame you for that. But I mean, that would be quite a bluff, but one way to find out.
Alright, I guess.
Very good. It just seems like a sword to hang overhead so needlessly. Best to put it back down. Hopefully not on us.
Okay, so everybody who starts going downstairs, you are welcome to go ahead and put your tokens on the staircase. Okay.
Guess I'll open the door again. This time, I will go stand next to it. I'm not gonna try sneak, I'm just gonna stand next to it and see how it reacts.
Okay. It just has its hand on the lever. It looks at you, but doesn't really do anything.
Oh, hello. How are you? Bit quiet, are you? And I'll give it a bit of a nudge to see if that does anything.
Does this nudge count as an attack?
I wouldn't think so. It's not like I'm trying to elbow it. Just like, yeah, just a friendly nudge.
It seems nonplussed. It's not really interested. Very deadpan.
Impressed.
Its hand remains on the lever.
I will try to use this helmet of mine to read his mind.
See man in room pull lever.
I knew it! I knew it!
I'll also say that you can, because of the way that this is described, it assumes that you can see the entirety of the room being looked into from that hole in the hallway floor.
Okay. So if I reach over and pull the lever...
You reach over and pull the lever.
Yeah. Why
Okay.
not? Give that a try.
Okay.
Actually, I mean, I can make an illusion on a man in a room using my minor illusion.
Okay. So you make it look like somebody comes into the room?
Yep.
He sees somebody enter the room. He pulls the lever. A wall of stone spell blocks the rectangular hole in the floor here. So there's no way to see in. And the room begins to revolve.
So I can't see it revolve.
No.
Okay. Huh. So all I see is just essentially a block come down, and that's it.
Yeah, you see essentially a wall of stone appear, actually, in that hole. But you're able to tell that the room rotates. The room below rotates.
Okay. And so then if I cancel the illusion, does he flip the switch back up?
No.
So it's kind of like a one-use thing, and he used it.
It saw somebody go in, it pulled the lever. It doesn't have anything in its head outside of that. So
Okay. So now it's kind of like meditation mode. It's not thinking about anything.
yeah, it's just kind of there now, awaiting orders.
Okay.
Waiting for the trap to reset when the the wall of stone goes away.
So, it turns out that this creature, it had in its mind to, if anyone were to enter that room behind us, it would pull a lever. And I didn't really see much because it blocks, kind of blocked my view, but I think the room revolved somewhat. But yes, if we see a room like this one, this shape, with some kind of purplish stuff on the ground, let's not go in there.
And
You getting cold feet about killing this thing now?
Doctor, you said you wanted to wait to see what happens when the wall of stone thing disappears?
Oh, I just assumed that the trap was going to reset at some point. But yeah, we can wait around for a little bit.
Okay, it lasts for 10 minutes like a normal wall of stone spell does. When it dissipates and the golem sees that there is nobody in there anymore, it raises the lever and the room stops spinning.
Well, I mean,
What is that purple stuff?
Ah,
We've seen it before, right?
no.
First time we saw it was in the room
Well,
with the boat.
Right, actually, yes. So there is purple mold sprouting from from some of the floors, walls, and ceilings in these rooms. It smells like rotting corpses, and occasionally you see it release clouds of spores.
Ugh.
Yeah. You haven't been in a room with any of these things, so that's really all you can kind of tell for now. You can't tell if it does anything yet or not, but other than that, it's like mold that's kind of growing right now.
Doctor, if you insist on us killing this thing, I don't really mind. You know, I don't
Brought us
want
down
this to
here
be...
for that purpose. Let's disable permanently this trap, like you said.
Alright, I mean, not going into this trap would also do such a thing, but very well.
Roll to hit.
Yeah,
Here
but
we go.
how do we know? What if we want to go through that door? What if we end up coming through it some other way?
We stop. And I guess we'd have to come back here, but very well, a permanent solution you shall have.
That's a miss.
That's a miss.
With that, go ahead, Casimir. Actually, everybody who wants to participate, go ahead and roll initiative. Give me 1 second, actually. Don't do it just yet. That's fine, actually. Actually, no, it should reset. As long as you're good, it should reset. It should be fine.
We're both 21.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just going to get stuff out that no longer needs to be there. Okay. Lombard needs to roll his. Oops. fun. Real fun. Love it. Love it. Okay, and he rolled a 6. Okay.
So I guess
Doctor, you're on here twice. I don't know why. I'm going to get rid of one of you. Okay. There's also 2 Casimirs for some reason. Okay. Interesting.
I only see one of each.
That's weird. I see 2. I don't know why I did. There's 2 Lombards now, too. That's fun. Now there's 2 Muirins. What is happening? Okay, we're good now. Goodness gracious. Okay. All right. Which one of you 2 has the highest dex?
Casimir.
Casimir will go first.
All right.
But
Blade.
Casimir will go next week.
I see. That time has come.
Yes. It is the end of our time here in the Tomb of Annihilation this week, which is very unfortunate because I was like, oh my god, this floor is bussin'. Okay. Without really revealing too much, it's bussin'. Okay. Yeah, so I guess you're just going to have to find out what exactly I mean next week as we delve deeper into the Tomb of Annihilation in floor number 3. But until next week, we have been Kurt Katz. Make sure you're following us on all of our socials: Instagram, Twitter, Reddit. Subscribe to the YouTube to see all the old videos. These ones, the one before our little glitch and this follow-up one, we should be up tomorrow night at the latest. And then yeah, if you want to play with us or you just kind of want to hang out and be part of the crew, make sure you're hanging out on the Discord. In fact, right now I will go ahead and give us a quick little thing. Bing bong. Go ahead and click on that link there, and you can join the Discord and play games with us. Running games all the time. And we're starting to run more and more games as we get a little bit more DMs going on in the old server as well. So make sure you drop a follow and come hang out. But until next week, I have been Lombard Goldstein. This has been Dr. Richard Perry-Kotz, Casimir Brandis, and Weirin, kicking ass as always. We have been Crit Cats!
Meow.
Me out.